Good day, everybody. It is September 22nd, 2021. Patrick Torgerson here with Premier Real Estate. And I wanted to drop a quick video. On full disclosure, I actually pre-recorded this and I said quick video again, and then it ended up being 28 minutes long. So I'm probably gonna touch on a couple points and then elaborate more in other videos as it relates to this one. And what prompted me to do this video, and it's going to be an update on the market in terms of inventory, where this is probably going to the end of the year, is that I've heard multiple people in the last few days alone ask me, I've heard the market softening up, starting to become a buyer's market, was one question or one statement. And then, of course, the prediction, where do you see this heading into 2022? And so the thing I always ask, and I want you all to ask this because part of my job is educating people the best that I can and the best that I know how with the tools that I have, is that the question becomes, well, where did you derive that information? I don't care what's happening on the East Coast in New York. I don't care what's happening in San Francisco. I care what's happening locally in my market. So my local market is the St. Cloud, Minnesota metro area. And I'm going to show you guys something, our MLS system, my dashboard, and I'm going to show you what I look at pretty much every day. I try to anyway. But what you're looking at now is our what's called our North Star Matrix system. It's our system as an association, as realtors, that we pull data from. We input your house into so everybody else can pull their data from the Zillows and the Realtor.coms and all those. Under Market Watch, you can see the headings that we have coming soon, all the way down to pending status. The new listings today, and this is going to change throughout the day because this is constantly updating, but the new listing as today as this time was 10. We have 8 units that were closed and 8 that went pending. Pending means that all contingencies, like a home inspection contingency, has been done, it's been removed, it's fully sold, it's just waiting to close, waiting for closing day to transfer deeds and sign mortgages and whatever else needs to be done. So I just want to say that over the last 3 years, I've pretty much looked at this every day. And this today is actually a little bit of an anomaly in the sense that the majority of the days, and it's 80+% for sure. I have no data I have no way to prove that to you at this point in time because I didn't take screenshots over the last 3 years every day. But most of the time, those numbers are reversed and quite drastically. And so the majority of the days, the new listings may have been at 10, but the close might have been at 14, pendings were at 19, very few were the days where you're seeing something like today where the new listings 10, close is 8. So is this what you mean by softening of the market? What I could, I suppose, go through this with you, but it'd be a little bit cumbersome since I'm only doing this on my laptop with one monitor, but I could go through the search right to the right of my window here. Is there a search function, and I can go through that and I can search anything I want to. But basically what I did is I went to today, which is obviously September 22nd, from January 1st, we have 1,633 closed units. Last year, during COVID, to that date, to September 22nd, there was 1,484 closed units. 2018 and 2019, we were still climbing from 2015 on up. So I didn't do those. But I went back to 2017, 1,572 closed units. 2016, 1,526 closed units. And so when I hear people say, is the market softening? No, not at all. In fact, there's an equation that we have in my business called an absorption rate. You're looking at the current amount of inventory versus the number of buyers that had come in over a certain time segment. Usually I just do them in quarters, but you can do them in weeks. It's just a bit cumbersome in markets that don't have a lot of houses sold. It's hard to factor in a true absorption rate. But my personal opinion is, knowing the market, knowing the inventory, knowing what's on, is you literally would have to have a tripling of the inventory coming on in the next 6 months to even see a transition into a balanced market, let alone a buyer's market. And I've battled this mentality over the last few years with buyers saying, well, I'm just going to wait until the market softens. I'm just going to wait till it collapses, and then I'll probably buy something. Well, what makes you say that it's going to collapse? Well, this is the number one response I heard. And I'm going to touch about Alan Greenspan and what he said about consumer sentiment probably in another video. But the number one response is, this is the longest we've gone without having a recession. And this is 3, 4, 5 years ago I've had these conversations. Here we are and climbing. My future prediction, I don't see any tapering by the feds. I don't see interest rates moving up, at least not significantly, to completely turn this into a buyer's market. I think we live in an upside down clown world right now. It's frustrating for everybody, no doubt about it. So who knows what could happen, either short term or long term, within the next 1 or 2 years. I don't know. I'm not going to even touch that right now. But all else being equal, all things being the same, this market is going to extend into next year for sure. And like I said, mostly because we need so much more inventory to come on, even to move into a balanced market. And so the part of the education that I wanted, I guess, to get through is, when you hear these things, question, well, which market are they talking about? You know, if the news comes on and says mortgage applications dropped 20%, where are you talking nationally? Okay, well, do you know how many markets that's taking into consideration versus what your local market is and what you should care about? And I'm telling you right now, St. Cloud Metro, we are still in a seller's market. I think we're still going to continue to be in a seller's market for a while. Like I said, barring any extraneous stressors on the markets, but that's where I see this going. I want to say this too, because it's not just the news that's saying this. I've literally heard agents say the same thing, that hang on buyers, the buyers markets are coming back and blah, blah, blah. Where are you pulling your data from? You can get it straight from where I'm getting my data from. I don't see it happening. And so keep that in mind as you're moving forward, both buyers and sellers. I know it's a struggle for buyers right now, and trying to get the best financing. A lot of people are waiving inspections. That's another important reason to have a good agent on your side that actually knows houses and knows mechanicals and things like that. But two, as a seller, trying to see the best scenario with what you're working with and the time frame that you're working with in order to get the best possible outcome for you too. And that's the part of my business that I enjoy. This stuff right here, talking about these things and educating. So I'm going to probably do more as we go along. I'm going to hit, hopefully in the next couple of days, if I have time, a couple of the points, like I said before, about Alan Greenspan and what he said. But anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I hope it helped. Feel free to leave a comment below. Like this video, subscribe to it, hit the bell notification so you can get notified as I make these more and more, and hopefully find useful it and send it out and share it to everybody so that they can derive some good information too. If you have any questions, obviously feel free to hit me up and I'll do the best I can to answer them. I appreciate it. Go out and make it a great day.